How's it going, guys? It's K Cars, and before you guys get all mad and triggered at this video, let me actually explain myself first. So before I get into the video, if you guys don't like my voice or don't like long videos of me just talking, you probably don't want to watch this video. You probably shouldn't waste your time watching this video. So now that I got that out of the way, yes, I am thinking about getting rid of the Challenger, but it is definitely for a good reason. So if you guys didn't know, this is a 2016 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack Shaker. It's Tour Red, that's the color. That's what the color is called. I've had it for like the past 3 years. It's been an awesome car, no problems at all. I've been thinking about trading this car in for a Camaro SS. Now, I don't know if that's a good decision or not, because I have had this car for the past 3 years. It's been a lot of fun to drive, and I absolutely love this car. It's not a bad car, it's a great car. It's not that I'm tired of it or I just don't like it. I just would like to have a chance to experience something different, and like a different muscle car, like a Camaro. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of Mustangs. I feel like there's just too many of those on the roads. You see them pretty much everywhere. In Camaros, I feel like it's the best of both worlds, because like the Challenger is definitely straight line speed. It's not made for turns at all. And then with the Camaro, I'm pretty sure it's lighter than this boat, obviously, and it also handles pretty well around turns. So that's why I think it's kind of the best of both worlds. And if I were to get a Camaro, it would definitely be a manual, which would make it a lot more fun because, you know, you can shift through the gears yourself, downshift, all that fun stuff. And yes, with this car, I do still have the paddle shifters that I use sometimes, but it's definitely not the same as driving an actual manual car. Now, the whole point of this video is I wanted to try to get your opinion on what you think I should do. Would you guys like to see me keep the Challenger and keep modding it, or get a Camaro and just start fresh with that? Because as I told you guys in the intro of this video, I already have put in a good amount of money into this car with mods, and the long tube headers were definitely the most amount of money. If you want to see exactly how much, make sure to go check out my review video of the headers, but I'm just telling you guys it was a lot. So if I were to trade in this car for a Camaro, I would probably just leave it as is. I wouldn't want to go through all the time and work to take it back to stock and then try to sell all those parts individually, because who knows if they actually would sell. I've been trying to sell the stock headers for a while, but there's one guy who wanted to get them for his Ram, but I don't think those would fit. And yes, I know they are stock, so, you know, who would want stock headers for a Challenger, but still. And whenever I have the chance to stop, I'll show you guys the exact car that I've been looking at. I'm thinking for this car, I could get a little under 30,000, probably between 25 and 30,000 for this car. And then the Camaro I've been looking at, it's used. It has like 500 miles. It's a 2019 1SS 1LE, which is like the track version of the Camaro, which I really like. And to be honest, like most people, I'm not a fan of how the new 2019 Camaros look, especially in the front. In the back, it looks okay, but it still kind of looks like a bug to me. But if I didn't get a 2019, it would definitely be a 6th generation. Probably a 2SS also. And yeah, it's not like I'm getting rid of the Challenger anytime soon. Like, this isn't gonna happen tomorrow or a week from now or probably even a month from now. It's just a thought that I've been having in the back of my head. That's why I wanted to get your opinion on it and see what you guys would like to see on the channel. Another thing I like about the Camaros is on the inside, they're a lot more like driver focused. Like, I've heard them been called like a jet, like a fighter jet, like the Lamborghini Aventador, kind of like those. They definitely do have a lot less room on the inside, but I think that's what actually makes it cool. Like, that's what makes it driver oriented, because as you guys know, it does have back seats, but they're pretty much useless. The back seats in this car are actually usable, because this car is a boat. It's so big that people can actually fit back there. And that's why I think that the Challenger is not as driver focused as the Camaro. I already told you guys it would definitely be a manual. I actually went to the Pittsburgh International Auto Show and tried out it was actually a Corvette Grand Sport, but it was a manual. I'm pretty sure they have like the same shifter and everything, like transmission. So I tried it out, and it's the best feeling manual transmission that I've ever felt. I haven't driven one, I really want to, but I have felt like how the shifter feels like, but that's it. So when it comes to the sound of the Camaro versus the Challenger, obviously a stock Camaro would not sound nearly loud enough compared to the Challenger how it is now. But stock versus stock, I think I do like how the Camaro sounds a little bit better. And I have been watching a bunch of videos about Camaro SS's with long tube headers and pretty much the same exhaust mods that I have on this car, and it just sounds amazing. Like, probably a lot better than the Challenger. Obviously I do love the sound of the 6.4 Hemi, but there's just something about the Chevys, like the 6.2 liter, I think it's the LT1, those just sound amazing. And the LT4, like in the Z06, ZL1, CTS-V, that's probably one of the best sounding cars in my opinion. The Z06 is like my ultimate dream car, like realistic dream car. Obviously I do have a lot more that are unrealistic, like most people have those, but my realistic one is the Z06, just because I love the way it sounds, I love the way it looks, it's fast, and yeah. Alright, so like I told you guys before, this is the Camaro I've been looking at. It's a used 2019 Chevrolet Camaro 1SS, 38,598 miles on it. And the caption on here says there's a 90% chance this car will sell in 3 days. So, like I said, it does have the 1LE package. You can see more pictures of it. There you can see like the back of it, how I said it kind of looks like a bug because the two lights are kind of separated. But I love the way the inside of this thing looks. Like, it has the Alcantara steering wheel and shift knob. I just love the way the inside looks and how the shifter feels. That's a big thing for me. Not really a fan of the front. I think if they would have just left it how it was before, it would be a lot better. There's really no need to change it. It looked amazing. There's a shot from the side. I think it looks a lot better from the side than just straight from the front. And yeah, there's another, like, the back doesn't look too bad, but honestly, before, it looked a lot better. Now, I know most of you guys are probably thinking, like, if you don't like the 2019, why don't you just get a 2018 for cheaper? Well, that's a good question. I have been looking at those too. But there's just something about this 1LE that I actually do like. So there you can see 6.2 V8, 4 seats. The back seats are pretty much unusable. Rear wheel drive, red exterior, black interior, that's what I like. Leather seats. Then here are the seller notes. It says rare 1LE track performance package. And like I said, they're saying it's gonna sell within 3 days. One thing I don't really care about when it comes to these cars is like the LCD screen or like any of the technology, because that's really not what I'm getting a car for. It's for the performance, the feel, the look of it. I really don't care if it has Bluetooth, navigation. I mean, heated and cooled seats are nice, but I barely ever use those. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. What I'm looking for is a manual Camaro, leather or Alcantara. That's not a huge deal for me, but I mean, Alcantara would be better. I just like the feel of it a little bit better. And I think it looks a little better too. I would definitely miss the sound of that 392 Hemi if I did get rid of this car. But I mean, if I did get a Camaro, I'd make it sound even better than that, with long tube headers, catless mid pipes, or whatever they have, like X pipes. I'm not too familiar with Camaros yet, but if I do trade for one, definitely sound a lot better than this once I get the mods on there. Yeah, I mean, this car stock didn't really sound that great. It was pretty quiet stock, but once you open up the exhaust, it's just insane, especially at full throttle. It's ear piercing. If you guys haven't heard a Challenger without cats, with long tube headers, without mufflers, I mean, it's crazy loud. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the look. So the Challenger definitely looks older, like a more retro looking car, and the Camaro definitely looks more modern, and that's what I like about the Camaro. I'm not a huge fan of like old muscle cars. I know I'm probably gonna get roasted for that, but you know, I'm not an old guy. I'm a young guy. I like modern cars. So I mean, a Camaro would probably be better for me anyways, because the Challenger kind of has that retro look to it. And also, I think with a manual Camaro, I probably already said this already, but it's a lot more fun to drive a manual. A lot of my friends have manual cars. If you guys saw the review that I did of my friend's Veloster, that thing is a manual. That was a lot of fun, even though it's not an extremely fast car, but it's still a manual sports car, and it's a lot of fun to drive. It handles really well, better than this car. And yeah, it's just a lot more fun to drive manual cars, even though, yes, they are slower if you're not a perfect manual driver like most people. But to me, I mean, I've never gone drag racing. I want to, but I never have. So, I mean, a manual car for me would be a lot more fun. I still do have some more plans for this car, like as far as mods go. I ordered the side skirts from ZL1 add-ons, so the next few videos are probably going to be about those. First one's going to be an unboxing video, and then the other one's going to be an install tutorial with those. So if any of you guys have experience with Camaros, specifically the SS model, definitely let me know down in the comments, like what I can expect, what your opinion is, if I should trade in the Challenger for a Camaro SS, what you think of the new 2019s, just stuff like that, stuff that I should know before getting a Camaro, if I do end up getting one. So I'm not saying I'm going to, it's just a thought that I've been having in the back of my head for a while now. I just wanted to make this video to see what your thoughts are about Camaros, see if you guys would like one on the channel, see how you guys would feel about me getting rid of the Challenger for a Camaro, just stuff like that. One thing that probably is worse with Camaros are the blind spots. As you guys know, I've been talking about the blind spots in this car in a lot of my videos, so they are pretty bad. So I'm already expecting the blind spots to be worse in a Camaro. That exhaust is never gonna get old. Like, I don't care if I could get a Camaro to sound better, like this car exhaust is never gonna get old for me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also let me know what your thoughts are about me trading in the Challenger for a Camaro SS. And yeah, that's it. As always, thanks for watching.